Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, on the new patch, it's going to be a new map. It's going to be Bill and frontbutfevr on Amphion, the latter edition. Some mid-rank madness games sent to SniperMonkey at the email address in the description. Just make sure it's gold, platinum, or diamond before you submit yours, but you are very welcome to do so. All right, so we've got Bill here in the bottom left. We've seen Bill a lot the last year or so. He's improving, good to see. And extractor tricking to get 15 supply out of 14. And in the top left, it's going to be frontbutfevr from FTC 69. Yeah, not surprised your clan has 69 in it somewhere there, sir or madam. All right, so Amphion, let's explore it a little bit here as we see what the heck Bill is trying to do. So Bill just goes 16 hatch. So Bill goes extractor trick, 15 out of 14 supply. And then goes 15 or 16 hatch normally. What? Someone has to explain this to me. I don't know what the benefit is. So third base potential here. We've got bases to the corners you can take. Assuming this is, ooh, it's a sort of a gold base. There's 2 gold patches here out of like 10. Meh. Got some mineral walls that you can mine through with 5 minerals on there. Oh, that's how you access this gold base. No, it's not. You can just walk into it. So for sneaky attacks into this gold base, you can mine through these minerals and rah! I guess. You also have mineral walls to mine through to gain access to the opponent's natural base, which means you kind of have to keep an eye on this. And other than that, seems okay. Seems like a pretty normal map. Oh, then there's another gold base on the left side with no shenanigans, I don't think. Actually, this one is locked off. This one is totally locked off unless you mine through some minerals first or knock down some debris. All right. Fair enough. So you do have to watch out for those mineral walls, as you do in maps that have mineral walls, I guess. Pool finishes here from Bill. Second rack's on the way from frontbutfevr after they've got their second base coming in. No second gas yet, so we're looking for seconds here today. Bill expecting a Reaper, as you should, but there isn't one. Instead, we're just making a couple Marines. Trying to kill this Overlord, but haha, he is fleeing over the minerals that you cannot pass, Marines, because you have filthy human feet instead of tentacles that you can float with. Actually, the tentacles I don't think cause the floating. I think the lore explanation for how Overlords float is they're filled with gas. You can kind of see it leaking out the sides here, but if it's leaking out the side, they must be generating their own gas to replenish the stuff they lose, right? Right, okay. That's Falcon Science Corner for today. Factory on the way from frontbutfevr. I like it. So we are reactoring out Marines. Got a tech lab coming on, so upgrade for the Marines in the future. Third base coming in from Bill, and he's like, no Reapers. This is actually kind of nice. And then he kind of makes a few Paniclings. Just a couple extra lings here. It's not going to be a big deal, but every pair of lings you make that you don't end up using could be a drone. And if your drone count is low, you're a sad panda. Ooh, getting second gas here. So traditionally what I like to see if you're going for like a 3-base, you know, general 16, 18, 17 opening, is that you fully saturate your second base with 15 or 16 workers, and then you start taking extra gas. Right? Then you take your second gas and your third and your fourth gas, then saturate your third base, and everything lines up pretty nicely there. However, and I get a lair then too, but I don't know. At this level, I'm not sure it matters too much if the build is amazing. Aha, the Lings had a purpose. They killed a single Marine. Good job, guys. Third base safe. Overlord trying to poke in. No! Falls into the chasm of doom. Oh, there's a tree down there. Falls on top of the tree inside the chasm of doom. Starport on the way from frontbutfevr. This feels like an upgraded Marine medevac style thing. Maybe a drop? Ooh, with a siege tank too? Yeah, man, frontbutfevr is definitely working on something 2-basey very strong here. Maybe he was inspired by Maru or Bjorn in the GSL that's going on right now. Man, did you guys watch GSL group round of 8 Group A? Oh, That was amazing. It was classic hero Bjorn Maru, and I'm not a huge fan of PvT, but my goodness, some of the best PvT you'll ever see. You see an amazing nuke. I'm not going to spoil anything else, but holy smokes, there's a sick nuke in one of those games. Go check it out. It's on the Afrika Esports YouTube channel. They got some Brood War on there too, but don't let that scare you away. They also have a ton of StarCraft 2 GSL stuff. Nice, nice. Anyway, what do we got? 4th base from Bill. I like it. Anywhere from 4:30 to 6 is an okay 4th base timing, depending on what you're dealing with. In this situation, where there's no pressure at all, probably closer to 4:30 on that 4th base, but what's the vision? That's the problem. Yeah, there's nothing. There's just no overlords out there. I like that Bill is sending a Ling out now to see what's going on. At least see if there's a base here. Yeah, I would pop that Ling up there real quick and just see if there's a 3rd, because if there's not, that tells you this is 2-base shenanigans, or there's a 3rd base being built inside the 2nd, which is what's actually happening. So, it's Marines, it's Marauders, it's Medevacs. There you go. It's drop shenanigans. Siege tank more for a defensive thing. There's not enough room inside these guys for a siege tank. So I think it's just going to be a drop, which, man, I have died many a time to a drop. Can promise you that much. So, Infestation Pit. Bill's like, I guess I'll try to go up to Ultras fast with my handful of Lings and Banes. They do have centrifugal hooks, so these are speed Banes, so their ability to respond to this is going to be better than if they were slow. And here we go. Boop, unloading right behind that mineral line. Good reaction time from Bill on the drone pull. Lings trying to roll around back here when the Banelings show up. That's when you need to pick up, and he is good. That was a great pickup out of frontbutfevr. And then he's going to unload at the natural base. I don't know about that one, though. Okay. Yeah. Okay, everyone dies. He was doing okay up until that 2nd drop where everybody died and the medevacs did manage to get home, so that counts for something. They got out of there. Everybody they brought with them is dead, though. So, Bill, nice job. Look, Ling Bane Queen. You can handle most of the stuff a Terran player throws at you in the first 7 to 8 minutes of the game if you have those units. It's exactly what Bill had. So, hey, get that Baneling speed, feel pretty safe. Connect your bases with creep, also helping to feel pretty safe. How many drones actually died there? Wow, no drones died. That's killer sick out of Bill. I am surprised by that. +1 missile attack, +1 ground carapace. Woo! Just firing up additional barracks here is Senor frontbutfevr. Double engineering bay. Didn't actually have any upgrades outside of stim for his guys when he showed up there for that attack. Where did that 3rd command center go? Oh, it's landing down here. Why not take this? It's a little bit safer. Oh, well, new maps. We're still trying to adjust, folks. That's all we're trying to do. Liberator shows up. Gets 4 kills, actually. This is what spores are for. But yeah, there are Hydras out from Bill, so can't complain too much. Queen's in the Circle of Doom. There we go. Did not stay in the Circle of Doom, however. Drones dying. Okay, this Liberator is getting way too much value. Does get 10 kills, but is dead, so that counts. This Liberator shows up, gets 3 kills. I like it, man. Drop, not too successful. Follow up with some Liberator shenanigans. Really force Bill to focus on something other than macroing all day. Oh, so hard. It is so hard to keep your drones from accessing danger mineral fields in this game. That Queen has a toe inside the circle. Is she inside the circle? Nope. Where'd those Hydras go? The Lingbane Hydra from Bill. Bill's been watching StarCraft. Bill knows that Lingbane Hydra is really popular against Terran these days. Here comes frontbutfevr. He's got Widow Mines. Ooh, this can really swing an engagement for the Terran. Did they just kill a medevac? Probably. Okay, Widow Mines. They do. Friendly fire. Bit of some problems there. Those tanks might have died because of that. Yeah, Widow Mines now have a red line. Easier to see when they're about to fire. Plus, when they burrow in range of your units, you get your units are under attack message, which you never used to before. They're trying to make Widow Mines a little bit easier to deal with at our level. Okay, and this is why the Hydras are good. They can snipe those medevacs so good. All right. So frontbutfevr is actually doing really good on economy. 67 SCVs in 10 minutes after all that harassment and micro and stuff. That is kind of killer, honestly, from our Terran player here today. A lot of idle SCVs is not going to do it for you, though. Probably should put those guys to work. It does tell you in the bottom right here if you have idle workers and how many there are. And if you click on it, it selects them for you, and then you can right-click on some minerals somewhere and problem solved. I like the creep spread here from Bill. Big fan of creep spread. I mean, don't worry about it being perfect. If you're just doing it in between rounds of injects as a Zerg player, you're pretty happy. Hive is done, man. I mean, Bill has really been figuring out this matchup since the last time I cast him. The improvement is skyrocketing here. What is this skin for these drones? Is it the Brood War skin for these drones in red? I don't know. Yeah, you're basically hoping to get some... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, where is your army? The Widow Mines do nothing. Widow Mine connection there. Catches some Banes, but also... I don't know. Also a bunch of Banelings there, too, and some Marines. Okay, but once your medevacs are getting sniped... Oh, gosh. Medevac count is 0 now. Okay, so SCVs are dying. This base is being evac'd. You stick around to kill the orbital? What do you do here? You don't walk into these Widow Mines. It's definitely not something you do. Bill needs to be producing stuff. I know you really want to focus on killing this orbital, and I support that, but you need more stuff in the production tab here. And yeah, enough guys show up to get rid of these Hydras, and the orbital is on fire. But look at these SCVs coming in to repair it. Nice. Nice repair, boys. Ooh, Bill actually manages... Oh, he mined through these minerals and has taken this base. Cool. So not accessible by ground here from the Terran unless they mine through the minerals too. But, all right. So Bill should be able to just win this game at this point. If we were spending our money a little bit better, 3,000 minerals and 600 gas here is a lot of Lingbane Hydra. And if you just kind of went with that a little bit earlier, honestly, a ton of Zerglings too. I like that they have +2 attack and +1 carapace. Adrenal killer upgrade. You may have heard me obsess about it on the channel from time to time. Getting Adrenal for these Lings and then just spending all 3,000 minerals on Zerglings in addition to the Hydras and Banes you can make with the gas. Okay, this is just dealing with Terran on an insane level today from Bill. Medevac death count is 7. There are 4 of them out. So, like, congratulations to frontbutfevr here for doing a pretty good job replacing those medevacs as they die. It's just, it's expensive. It means fewer Marines and Marauders and Widow Mines and Liberators and all sorts of good stuff. Yeah, but Bill... Oh, good Widow Mine hit. Oh, and Widow Mines don't automatically remain cloaked when they're burrowed after they fire if you have an armory anymore. You actually have to get the Drilling Claws upgrade to get that back. So that is something they changed in the current patch, too. That's interesting. And yeah, responding to this, more Hydras from frontbutt. Siege tanks trying to deal, or siege tanks rather, from frontbutt. Yeah, just kind of the Hydras survive. Medevacs certainly die, and this base is in trouble again. Oh, so many SCVs have died here. Frontbutt, was it a bunch of workers at 24 now? Those mules are pretty much toward the end of their lifespan. Yeah, so Bill's spending gas. You need to gas these up. And this one, oh, he told the drone to do it, but the drone didn't do it for some reason. That's annoying. Adrenal is on the way now. Good job, Bill. And +3 missile attack, getting research tier 2. And once again, this third base survives the Hydra onslaught. If just barely. Bill expanding again. Yeah, just kind of putting the Terran in the torture chamber today, right? Every time the Terran moves out, he gets crushed. The counterattack kills a ton of his SCVs. He has to lift. It's a bad time for all. But, you know, Terrans aren't dead until they're dead. You can definitely kill 25 SCVs of theirs in the first 14 minutes and lose the game anyway. Zerg are kind of the same way, right? You can deal with hordes of Zerg and they just replace them. Very frustrating. Yeah, this drone not being gas is a problem. It's all fully saturated? Yeah. Yeah, so the bigger problem for gas here, and the reason that Bill is so incredibly gas-starved, is these extractors not being taken. And honestly, once you get past your fourth base and beyond, throw down a hatch and get 2 extractors. That's it. Like, you don't have to worry about not getting gas anymore. You have the worker count for it. Bill's at 76 drones, so the worker count is definitely available. But instead, only sending out 1 hatchery, or 1 drone to make a hatch, and no drones to make extractors immediately. And when you're this gas-starved, you feel it. Adrenal's finishing up, though. +3 attack coming in. Maybe you can do this with the limited number of Hydras and Banes you've got, and the rest just in a gajillion cracklings, right? All right, Ling's rolling early. Widowmine does not do any friendly fire there. Okay. Hydra's trying to deal with this increased tank count. Once the Banelings are gone, though, and they're not! Big Baneling hit! But not enough to kill those Marines. Those Marines... oh, that's humongous. That Baneling hit was huge. You needed 2 Baneling hits to actually kill these dudes with the +1 armor for the infantry and the combat shield. It was close. It was close. Yeah, more gas here from Bill. I'd honestly start moving into Ultralisks at this stage. You send the Ultras in, they could take a ton of damage, and then the Lings, Maids, and Hydras come in pretty much untouched and start causing problems. But Ling, Bane, Hydra across the board. It's just the Ultras are a problem if your enemy's making a bunch of ghosts and they know how to use them, and if there are a ton of Liberators. That could be tough for Ultras to deal with. But at this stage, I think Ultralisks in this game at this level would be just fine. Alright, boosting in, dropping down. There are some Lings here to at least slow this down. Man, Adrenalings with Hydra support whittled a lot of that incoming force down. But half of a Terran force is still a pretty strong force. You're going to get this hatch. This is why Terran is a little bit frustrating sometimes. You can deal with them a lot, but surprise! Their 8th attack dropped into your 5th base for some reason, and everything, well, the hatch survived. A lot of Banelings to kill that Marauder, but I think Bill can afford to do that at this stage. So gas rolling, nice. No gas rolling, bad, but fair. It was dropped in fairness. Half gas rolling, and by that I mean there's an extractor with no drones in it at all. Lings are working on +3 attack and no. Uh-oh. Bill's in trouble, friends. God, Widowmine connections. This is great. Great macro from frontbutfevr, honestly. Hydras here. Upgrades are good. They're better than the Terran. I guess 3-2's done for the Terrans. Never mind. I don't know about running from this Hydra group. Maybe falling back to the... is there a siege tank up there? No. But high ground is a good place to fall back to nevertheless. And see, this is why pure Hydra is not actually a strategy against Terran, because the Hydras are damage dealers. They don't tank damage all that well, even if they have the +3 ground carapace attack, which is on the way. Bill making more Banes. Definitely has a bigger bank here. Is this a larva issue? There's only 10 larvae here. Yeah. Once you get up to about 8 bases, you don't have to worry about injects as much, but this queen has full energy. There's not a queen at this base. Yeah, so injects aren't happening as much as I'd like them to. This queen's injecting, though, kind of. I mean, there are eggs on there now, so we're not going to complain too much. But yeah, more larva, right? Inject, creep spread. Saturate your gases. There we go. Kind of saturating the gases. And this is a 1 game. There's a little bit of macro struggling here from Bill that's causing the problems. And big old Dune drop on this right side of Bill's. I don't know if this is a 5th base or a 6th base or what. But I like the idea of dropping. Banelings crashing into tanks is always a pretty bad use of Banelings. I can't say I'm not guilty of that ever as the 6th base goes down, whatever number this is. I don't even know. High grounding it. Bill is in trouble. Decent Baneling connections. And some dudes get left behind to get eaten up by the Adrenal Zerglings. And their Hydralisk buddies. Ow, not good. Ooh, Widowmine's top of the ramp. Good place for them. Great place for them. And frontbutfevr expanding again. I mean, this is one heck of a match, dude. Banelings getting some connections. Who's even down there? Medevacs were in the way. Medevacs getting wiped out. But this debris is here. I think you can chomp through that debris pretty quickly with +3 Hydras. But this hatch might go down for real this time. For real, as the Gen Z kids would say. But, no. They get here in time. Lings with speed on creep are pretty zippy, it turns out. Front butt's back with more 3-2 Marines and Marauders and Widow Mines. And the medevac count is 2, as 17 medevacs have been killed today. It's honestly the best measure of, are you winning this game against a Terran? How many medevacs have you killed? How much healing potential exists in this army? Every time the Terran stims, is it immediately topped off? Or does it take a minute? And the remaining medevacs are very low on energy, right? That is the difference in these battles. Gotta want to send some of these drones to different bases too. Yeah, I like expanding down this way. Ooh. Yeah, not a lot of micro here from front, but he just kind of eats Baneling shots. Oh, okay. Move commanding up the ramp. Nope. Nope. Yeah, don't move command up a ramp into a Marine Marauder position. Nice Baneling connects. Upgrades are good here. 36 Lings on the way. Bill's mineral bank continues to increase. Larva count is 5. So injects would help here. If Bill ends up losing this game, I'm just going to blame it on injects, honestly. Nice Widow Mine hit. 9 kill Widow Mine. Does he have? He was getting Drilling Claws. He's like, oh, right. Maybe I should get Drilling Claws. If I keep making Widow Mines in a 20-minute game, yeah, you should. Hatch canceled. Bill trying to retake the 6th base. Bottom right base is coming up, but Terran sharking around in the area. A better Terran would be scanning. There we go. Killing creep tumors. A little bit of mind reading going on here in this cast, huh? Man, this front butt is doing such a good job macroing. This top right base. Yep. I do think there was a window where Terran was dead at about 12 minutes. But a 3,000 mineral bank, injects not being quite hot enough to make 30 Zerglings and add them to the existing composition, and that probably would have won the game there. I like planetary fortressing this base up, by the way. That was probably done a while ago. That's a planetary. Hydroling Bane doesn't really care about planetaries, but I don't know. It's better than having just an orbital, right? Once again, Lingbane hides the army value 119 to 55. Terran has a massive army advantage. Stutter stepping in, just taking fights you really should not be taking here, Bill. Yeah, that's not ideal. Not even close to ideal. Siege tank survives the stutter step in. Didn't even focus the tank down, unfortunately. Probably should have done that. 11 workers on this one base. You need to send them over here. Excellent. See? We're playing this game live. They are not. Oh, Widow Mines taking your Banelings from you. Any Widow Mine shot that thins out the Baneling count is a hero of the Terran Dominion. I can promise you that much. Marines, Marauders, firing away. Oh, more drones getting massacred. How many? 47 drones have died. Bottom right hatch base down 123 to 54 army supply. 77 SCVs to 52 drones. frontbutfevr is just macroing his absolute face off, getting great upgrades. Everything is going well for him. No bases have died. That's another problem today. One command center did get killed today. But other than that, Bill hasn't been able to finish off any bases. He's too smart to run into those Widow Mines now, which I appreciate. Appreciate ya. Yeah, frontbutfevr's maxed out with a 4,800 mineral bank and a 3,000 gas bank. More drops. At some point, you probably want to start investing in some corruptors, maybe even some mutas to chase these medevacs down. They scout the Ultralisk Cavern, unload right on top of it, and no, it took too long to unload, sir. Everything's gonna die here. Okay, overextension there from frontbutfevr. Yaw. Yaw on a stick. Yikes, he says. Yeah, maybe don't slow drop into a place on creep where the Zerg player's been tracking you forever. Recommendation. Good. Okay, decent Widowmine micro there from Bill. Army value is now 78 to 60, though. Whoa! Taking a lead. Going to town. Okay, Overseers would be really sick in this game. Just got to throw that out there. No Overseers on the map. That's another suggestion in this Midrank Madness game. If you're dealing with Widow Mines... Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. 28 kill Widow Mine. MVP. 28 kill Widow Mine. Wow. That is hard to do much better than that. They are flimsy. They die so fast. To survive long enough to get 28 kills is a major accomplishment indeed. Bill expanding over this way to this weird 2 gold mineral patch base. Super fun. Got some drones mining would be good. Now suddenly Bill is mineral starved and gas rich. This bottom right base is getting replanted. Doesn't want to retake this one because it's really been bad luck. The creep spread has kind of suffered a bit too. And we're at 9 larvae. Yeah, I just would love to look at that number once and see a number closer to like, ooh, there you go, closer to 20, for example. 20 larvae, better. But 30 or 40 would be pretty good. Overseers would be hot. You guys, why are they Overseers? Okay, well, softened out immediately. Tanks get free shots the whole time. You're move commanding your infestors in. Fungal, maybe? Hey, it's a good fungal. Fungal's a good unit. All right, not enough Zerg to finish the job here, but you need to wipe out a ton of that army. Siege tank count is actually getting a little bit heavy. Maybe a tech switch away from Hydroling would be good, or maybe getting into Vipers. Start abducting siege tanks. Right? Oh, there's a bunch of Liberators here, too. Yeah, I mean... Widow Mines doing Widow Mine things. Now it's 90 to 31 army supply. Our Terran guy has been macroing his absolute butt off. Lol. This entire game. Just every time an army's wiped out within a couple minutes. He's got another one ready to go, man. I think he's sacking SCVs to free up supply. 86 workers is probably too much. Yeah, these queens with +3 attack are a lot better at killing Liberators than if they don't have any upgrades. Yeah, yeah. Oh, trading SCVs he wanted to get rid of anyway with Banelings is a great trade for Terran here. I'm curious if someone's going to try to take this. Again, it's accessible. You can walk there, but no one is really giving it a shot. 116 to 47 army supply. Holy guts, man. But if you don't micro against Banelings... Okay, a little bit of micro against Banelings. Trying to get that last siege tank. No, 8 kill siege tank, still alive. All of 28 HP. This might be the end of it for Bill. Bill's making 24 more lings, another hatch down. What do I always say in my professional ZVTs? If you kill 10 hatcheries in a macro game, you win against the Zerg player you're playing. Mid-rank Madness, I think the same rule probably applies. If you kill 10 hatcheries in a macro game, you probably have the game won. Gotta throw that out there. Oh, Bill. Bill, you only have 58 workers. Bill, and these are all dead. Even if you ran them, there's nowhere to go. I guess you could slip through this way. And he does. He does slip through. Ooh, kind of. Bill, double the army supply for the Terran player here. His macro has been through the roof. He's not even using ghosts. The answer to Hydroling Bane is don't even use ghosts. Another hatch down, pick up, not... Okay. Ah! He loaded it up and then everybody died. The medevac got obliterated. This is a crazy, crazy game. Trying to use Liberators to deal with Hydras is a dangerous game. Hydras with range especially. Oh, move commanding. Okay, these Hydras are dead, but they did some work. It's a 6-kill Hydralex before it goes down. These alright, Bill's getting picked apart here. Yeah, man. APM for the Terran on average 128, 229 from Bill. Playing fast, man. Hydra is focusing the wrong tank down. Gets one of them anyway, somehow. This guy survives with 6 kills to his name. Bill sending in fully upgraded cracklings. Try to deal with this. I love the attempt to re-expand when this is totally controlled. Totally controlled by the Terran. Still no Overseers today. I'm not sure Bill had the thought of Overseers today. Oh, Hatch, I think got canceled or killed, but replanted by Bill. He doesn't have enough money to do that very often. This bottom right base is nice. But... Ultralisk Cavern is off creep. And bleeding to death. Overseer. Ooh, the good news is if you take an Overlord and turn it into an Overseer, it gets all of his HP back. Oh, this hurts me. Do not leave these here when they finish morphing in. Do not leave these here. He's gonna leave them here. Overseers! Oh, the Liberator count so big. Some Corruptors would be amazing against these Liberators. They'd be super good. And frontbutfevr does take the right side goldish base. I'm going to call it the goldish base today. Creep Tumor kill count is absurd. 94 drones have died too. And a total of 6 hatcheries. Frontbutt is on his way. This 30 kill Widowmine. Still here. Oh gosh. Oh, this hurts. This hurts me. Yeah, I think I'm going to change the coaching for this game to be Overseers are a good unit. And getting them when your enemy's engaging in Widowmine play is super great. A TED Talk by Falcon Paladin. Yeah, Bill's dead, man. 18 workers to 79. This whole top half of the map has been taken by the Terran player. He's mining it out. He's building a bunch of command centers here. I don't think that's necessary. When you have 8,000 minerals, you can do a lot of silly things. The Liberators are hunting. There are no Corruptors to deal with these at all. They're just killing larvae at this stage. And yeah, this is the last mining base of Bill. Not true, but it's close. This one is still mining. And this one is dead. Yeah. All right, man. Bill sent in a loss. Hats off to Bill. What a great game this has been. Good back and forth. I mean, Terran lost a ton of stuff today. 46,000 resources lost is no joke. 350 Marines, 24 medevacs, 30 tanks. Bill has killed a lot of stuff. What he hasn't done is taken more than half the map to make up for the cost efficiencies of the Terran army or killed enemy bases. Like, you just need to have more income than a Terran player who's playing this well to defeat them. So that didn't happen. A lot of that was because Widowmines just consistently ended up getting major value. Bill's army is going to be able to clean this up. And medevac dead. Okay, a full medevac dead. Another full medevac dead. Okay, like I don't think there's a way for frontbutt to throw this game, but if there is, this would be part of it. Just losing entire dropships, entire medevacs full of dudes for nothing, no trades at all. Frontbutt's having a hard time closing this, but in fairness, there's a lot of creep everywhere, and that's kind of intimidating to try to step deep onto. So he's trying to scan and clear the creep as well as he can. Creep will recede quickly in this current patch. Siege tanks wiping out creep tumors that Bill is, to his credit, still trying to do. This is the death throes of a Zerg player who had this game at about the 12-minute mark, and it's so frustrating. So frustrating to play a game like this. I've been here, man. I've been here with a Terran where, yeah, you wipe out their first 6 attacks. You're feeling in control. But they're just expanding behind it. They're macroing behind it. They can survive those early losses. You're not able to get across the map as well as you want to, and it's so frustrating. Widowmine's killing all your stuff. Bill gets a tank. Does not get a tank. more scans. Throwing down some mules for repair purposes on this siege tank. I appreciate it. Or Liberator, whatever you want to do. Oh, it's a Viper! Like I said, Viper abducts against those Liberators or those tanks is going to be super sick. I mean, to be absolutely fair, at the professional level, it's not just Hydroling Bane, it's Hydroling Bane Viper. And it's really Viper for tanks more than anything else. If your enemy has tanks, sure. If they don't have tanks, you're probably okay, but... there you go. GG, man. Front butt wins this thing. Bill, GG's out, and there's a lot to learn from this game, which is nice. We like mid-rank madness submissions wherein there's a lot to like. Oh, amazing. Amazing stuff. What a just bloodbath of a game. 102 drones died. 8 hatcheries died. We'll count this one for 9. Ultralisk Cavern was never really used. The Liberator account was kind of scary, in all fairness. Resources lost 70,000 to 49,000. I mean, 70,000 resources lost in a professional game is a lot. Like, a lot. So, just a bloodbath, knockdown, drag him out of a TVZ. Overseers are good. Viper abducts on siege tanks and Liberators are good. Injects are great. Spending all your cash, shutting this base down, and then shutting this one down at about 12 or 13 minutes just totally wins the game. You can contain the Terran player at that point pretty effectively. Maybe keep an eye on this, though, right on this map. So, good. We learned a lot. So I think that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today in this Mid-Rank Madness game. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. I think I already said that too. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. And you take care of yourself.